Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Saturday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device on a surprise live on a Saturday night. Good to see you guys. All right, hope everybody is doing well. We're going to march right through. We've got a lot of good folks here. Terry was first to look on. Greetings to you, Terry79. Good to see John Murray. Welcome, and good to see Bill457. He says it's been a long time. And good to see you guys. All right, so it's a surprise. We may have a little smaller crowd tonight, but that's all right. We're going to go through here and just hang out and see how people are doing. Eastern Zone, hello to you. Manny Lewis is here. Krusty White Bread is here. Good to see. My name is Nobody as well, chiming in here tonight with us as we continue to press on. Let's see what we've got here from Aaron Hopkins. This comment about Dave, not Dave Chappelle, but Dave Ramsey. Says gold and silver have been here since the beginning of time, and it will still be here when the end of civilization comes. That's exactly right. They're not going anywhere, that's for sure. You're right. They may shift in form and what have you, but they are still here. Yes, indeed. Brad Lewis, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, too. Good to see Nan Double X is here. Good to see you, Nan Double X. And MJD84 says hello. Good evening, Supernova. And Tony Erickson is here with us tonight. Good to see you, Tony. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Same name is here as well. Good to see you. And Craig Rhodes saying hello to everybody as well. All right. So Mark Patzner says, everything you said, and the dollar has less than 2 cents value. Fed's own data. Coincidence? Don't BS me. I don't see what the coincidence is. I mean, you're right. Since 1913... the dollar has lost about 98% of its value. I don't know that there's any coincidence there with anything else. It's just that this is a wholly different matter. What's happening? It's I guess an angling of the silver market and the amount of where the silver is going. And I think the big banks are making a move on it. So that's really what it is. No coincidence at all with anything, with what you said there. They're completely unrelated to each other. Vincent A88 says, there's no way the hundreds of millions of plebes holding silver in China and India could get rich because the swamp creatures won't allow that to happen. Yes, well, and like I said, this video about the big bank squeeze is not necessarily about the price of what that it's going to have much impact on price yet. I think it could in time. It could spark it, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. And there may be other ways and things that could balance it, like the video I just posted this afternoon is one thing you have to look at that will counter the moves that are happening here in terms of the market. We'll see. It may be one of the reasons, one of the impetus for the stacking, the big banks, bullion banks stacking these good delivery bars. All right. Vegas Stackers here. Good to see you. Welcome. All right. And Trent Schaefer is here as well. Good crowd joining us here so far tonight as we press on. Tiki Tave says, and as usual, nothing will come of any of this. And the thing is it may not, although I almost think like it at some point, if it continues, it would have to break something, especially if the demand continues to hold tight. Now, that is something we don't know if that's going to occur. If demand outstrips supply, increases that outstripping of supply because it's being gobbled up by the big banks, then something has to come out of it in time. I don't know when, though. All right. So let's see here. Bill457 asks, what happens with a silver squeeze? It depends on where the squeeze is coming from. In 2021, silver squeeze restricted the supply of bullion and coins, bars, and rounds. And all that did was essentially cause the premiums to go up. And we, as stackers, suffered. We paid a lot more for our silver than we probably should have because it was orchestrated by people on the retail side, buyers like you and me, squeezing it out. And it really didn't do anything with the overall supply because we're a minute portion of the overall silver market. We're, I won't say a speck in the spectrum, but we're very much not as impactful. If this kind of squeeze is a bigger deal because it's something that's happening where silver is being taken away from industry by the big bullion banks. And if this really is bearing out to be the case where they've got this 3-month backlog, I've never heard that before. And so we'll see. I think that sooner or later, then probably something's going to happen there in terms of the price. But we'll see. All right. And Jason says the price of silver is determined by one thing: big bank short positions. So why do we even talk about the price of silver? Why do we even mention the current price? It's all a scam. Buy silver and hold it. Don't let the clowns who manipulate the price BS you. Yep, and the thing is I don't know if it's necessarily the short positions. There is other things that determine the price of silver other than the short positions. The strength of the dollar, market reaction to gold prices in relation to the dollar index, bond yields, and what the Federal Reserve may or may not do. Those are very powerful forces in their natural markets. Now, obviously, short positions play a role too, but notwithstanding, let's see here. All right. Had to let the kitty out. Very soft and cuddly kitty, I might add. Let's take a slurp of some coffee here. But there are other factors involved than just big bank short positions. We see it every day. Bill Arrington is here. Good to see you. Robert Kemp is with us from the United Kingdom. Cybercurrent Twitcher is here from the United Kingdom. Although I'm not sure. I think really Robert Kemp and Cybercurrent Twitcher, one of them I think resides in Great Britain and the other one resides in the United Kingdom. I think that's what's happening here. All right, very good. Trump was saying he wants to go back to the gold standard. Yes, I think that would be nice to do that for sure. Culture of Currency, welcome. Good to see you. And let's see here. We've got Clark Gardner, about Dave Ramsey. Says Ramsey lost some money buying gold shares of some sort of paper gold. He's been sour on it ever since. Somebody else had said that as well too. And I tell you what, if that's a personal experience where he got burned because he didn't do his homework and he blames the asset rather than his own stupidity in that case, well, I've lost a lot of respect for him for that, for sure. Yes, there you go. A kitty came to get more subs. There you go. All right, very good. Welcome, Mark Carroll. Good to see you. And Real Coach Tolly is here. The way you slurp your coffee makes me want coffee every time. All right, well, thank you, Tolly. I slurp in your honor. Maybe one of us resides in England, which is a country of the United Kingdom, for sure. That very well could be the case. Yes, indeed. Now, John Thompson says here, he says, if being debt-free is godly, then gold and silver is God's money, revealing true wealth in this world. But if you are a child of God, your true wealth is in Him. God owns everything, and I'm His child, and no one can take that from me. Keep stacking. You're exactly right. Well said, John Thompson. That's exactly right. Gold and silver are not debt instruments. However, you can buy them on credit, on debt, and that I think is worse. I mean, especially if you collect interest on it. I think that's the best way to buy it is free and clear. You can use your credit card if you can get points and get savings that way. Although you got to remember most bullion dealers and organizations will charge you their fee. So keep that in mind when using a credit card. And I encourage people, if you have to use a credit card, try to pay it off before you can accrue interest. Usually that's 30 days if you're using your credit card. Mojave Gold is here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Re-roofing the house today. Wow, all right. Whoa. It's a lot of work. Be careful up there, Mojave Gold. Be careful up there on the roof. Thank you so much for listening as you do the work there. Hope that, man, I'd say what to do that. That takes some skill for sure. Napalm Death is with us tonight. Appreciate you joining me here. All right, as we get situated for sure. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah, let's see here. Eric Grimes saying hello to us. Welcome, Eric Grimes. Let's get here to the next comment. We've got Kenneth Price says, Since I stay away from stocks and crypto, the only thing that makes sense to me is to buy gold and silver. There you go. Yes, indeed. I'm pretty heavy in that as well. And Rosemary Loop says Illinois Bank just crashed. Yep, I covered that. I covered that story a couple of, maybe last week, maybe early last week, about that bank closing, crash. Silver's being controlled by contracts by the banks. When the banks go down, silver's going to go up. Everyone's investing in XRP. They can have it. All right. Yes, indeed. That's right. Hold on to your silver and gold for sure. Let's see here. Angel Eyes is here. Welcome, Angel Eyes. Thanks for popping in tonight. All right. Let's see here. What do we have here with this? Mike Canam, 9477. Gold is honest money. That's why dishonest people hate it. Yes, that's true. True that. And let's see here. Mike Metal says gold is $40 away from $4,000 in Canadian. Wow. $400, $40 away. That's pretty wild. Let's take a look in Canadian dollars where gold is at. Man, hard to believe. Yep, look at that. Crazy to think about. Almost $4,000 in Canadian money. Man, crazy, crazy. All right. Let's see here. And NanDoubleX is back with us thanks to K-Cups. And Ominous Rooster says, buy the dips. Nice. Buy those dips. Yes, indeed. All right. Silver Hustlin makes a good point here. He says, we shall see. At a certain point, one has to stop listening to all this BS and just relax. It's up and down, no real movement. But wait, it's about to. No, if we're going to, but if these things happen, it might rise or it could fall. It's all getting very redundant. Yep, and I know I participate in that noise as well, and really it is noise. But when I do the market reports and analysis, I like to look at different angles and things. It's part of it's part of the content creation. However, I always try to throw in the message in there, literally, about holding steady for the long term, which is why I like to tell people, if you're not buying, and if you don't need to sell, then hold on to the silver that you already have as an encouragement. But I like to look at the markets and see what's happening and see what other people are thinking and what could move the price a certain way in a direction. This one actually is a pretty big deal. Maybe the biggest news we've had with silver, probably for the last couple of years, if this is really happening. And it just, but again, it really is noise. In the end, silver's going to preserve your wealth, really, no matter what happens. And there are things that could drive the price higher or lower dramatically, one direction or another. But in the end, it all is a wash and evens out in the end. But yes, no, I understand. And but that's the thing. Us content creators, we have to have something to talk about in the silver and gold market. And there's a lot to talk about, for sure. But in the end, we have to hold steady and hold fast. Like Silver Hustling says, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And that's the message that I want to carry on and tell folks as well too. Gaza's here. Welcome, Gaza 123. Johnny B is with us tonight. Good crowd for a surprise live. Right at the kind of last minute here, popping on, saying hello to everybody. Appreciate you joining me here. North Star Logistics says only physical trading should be allowed and tolerated. Paper trades are a scam. Yeah, and some of it, I tend to agree. I don't like this idea of it. I guess I can understand the convenience of doing it, but I think it really should be allocated to actual physical at a 1-to-1 ratio. Otherwise, I don't think it should happen. All right. And of course, the futures are betting on what the price is going to be down the road. And that's where the short and selling is and the like. And I don't know. But anyways, let's see here. Let's see here. Very good. Christopher Fear Mirison says on this Dave Ramsey video, I graduated from high school in 1971. Gold was $45 an ounce. If someone tells you gold does not appreciate over time, they're lying to you. Gold will never be worth nothing, unlike the stock market, cryptocurrencies, or dollars. Anything on paper or in a computer can vaporize in an instant. Save a little at a time and hold for the long term. Well said, Christopher, somebody who knows from experience through the course of time and tracking the price. Well said. The same name is here. Bought more gold coins today to plan to pick up a few tomorrow. Nice. Congratulations. What did you get? Same name. I'm curious. Have you got like fractional sovereigns or 1 ounce or pre-33? Robert Dudley says here, I have been buying as much as I can for 2 years now. All right, way to go. That's awesome. Stacking for 2 years. Good job on that. Venom Kennels, I wonder if they are making silver go down so they use it for AI and robots. Yep, I don't know. It very well could be. But the thing is that those demand fundamentals will manifest themselves in reports like Metals Focus and the like. We'll see it. Anthony S., welcome. Good to see you. Glad you're here tonight. And we've got Ricky's House of Crap from Texas City, Texas is here. Very good. I'm glad you're here, Ricky's. And let's see here. It's up to a whole 15 degrees there in Wisconsin. Wow, still very, very cold. I guess that's better than the negative territory where it was recently. 2020 $5 gold pieces. Picked them up for $2.50 each. Wow. Nice. Congratulations. Those are 10th ounce gold. Gold Eagles. Sounds like same name. That's a steal. You did very good with that. Good evening, old one. 58. Glad you're here tonight. 26 degrees in New Jersey. 23 in Michigan, where Angel Eyes is. It's a heat wave. 55 degrees in Texas. Wow. All right. 15 degrees. He still got, Tony Erickson still got everybody beat. And Human Maybe is from Waukesha. I guess I'm not from Wisconsin. But anyways. All right, there you go. But Tony knows how to stay warm. That's for sure. Michelle all day. There you go. Yes, indeed. That'll do it. Yes, indeed it will. Congratulations, Tony. Boom. All right. 31 in Jersey where Bill 457 is. All right. Very good. But yeah, you never know. Venom Kennels. See what happens. Second one was close, right? I forget what I said, but that's cool. All right, thank you. Tom Larson is here. 33 up in Traverse City. Chuck Silvestro says here on this video, the breaking news story from yesterday, gold and silver are great investments because the prices are way below true market value. When the prices eventually reflect true market value, huge profits will be made. All right. Well, thing is how do we really measure true market value? And I don't see them as investments. I see them as an average over time, based off of how they perform in the past to where they are now in relation to the dollar. And someone can make the argument that gold, for instance, may be slightly overvalued, but we'll see here. And the markets do change, and sentiment changes. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Well, Jesse, congratulations on your stacking journey for 6 months now. 140 ounces of silver and almost an ounce of gold. What is the most precious metals you have purchased in a year? That is a really good amount for 1 year, for sure. That's a great job on that. Yes, indeed. All right. All right, very good. Let's see here. So J. Mart Music says, anyone that obsesses over charts and trends, know we're in a downward wedge and looking to break out. Hold your metal and buy. Yes, all right, J. Martin. Well, it depends on how people read that stuff. Because look at the 50-day moving average suggests a downturn, as I mentioned in today's video. But people, how they determine what factors they use. It said Waukesha. Okay, Waukesha. All right, thank you, Tony Erickson. Mr. Dreams, gold will go to $3,400 very soon, and real estate will go down. There's going to be the perfect intersection soon. Very good. That's a good point. You need to watch the real estate markets. I agree with that. and that could be a determining factor as well. A lot of people put their money in land thinking it's going to be the thing, but land could be overvalued right now, and real estate could be overvalued in general. Waukesha. All right. All right. Let's get over here. We've got Zardoz adding to this algorithm, which is very much appreciated. This is my video, the triple threat silver is facing. Silver's triple threat video I did today. All right, let's get over to this. Fine and dandy. We have Joseph Mansion here. Says the following, and I quote directly, "What do we all think of a Trump coin? Can it replace a dollar?" All right. Trump coin, you're talking about the meme coin? No, it will not replace a dollar. I don't know what it's, I haven't been keeping track of it, but I think it's pretty much leveled out from what I understand. But it's not going to replace a dollar. It will not replace a dollar. That's for sure. Jam 2.1, welcome. Good to see you. Oregon Gold Hunter is here as well. Okay. All right, we've got this from Rio Soul 50. And he's got this going. Let me get over here. I've got to be able to make something move effectively. Gold and the Dow are about equal in 1980, the year I purchased my first home with interest rates through the roof. If gold was properly valued, it would easily be worth $45,000 any day of the week. It's only a matter of time that the fiat currencies will not even be able to purchase gold at that fiat price. Well, I don't think we can correlate gold's price in 1980 to where it is now. But even adjusted for inflation, it still would be about $3,200 or $3,300 now. So we're still underneath that. But I think that's probably the biggest thing that we can use as that adjustment. Here comes Zardoz. Yes, this is. I think this is Zardoz's favorite time for me to be going live on a Saturday night, and it was seeing one of his comments that, you know what, I should probably go live just in case Zardoz pops in. Waukesha means little fox in native language. Okay, little fox. Nice. All right. I did not know that. That's cool. Anyways, he goes on to say it's only a matter of time that the fiat currencies will not even be able to purchase gold at any fiat price when fiat can be created by any amount simply by typing in some numbers on a keyboard. Ask yourself a question. What is the true value of gold and silver? Well, I will say this, that it doesn't even require that much energy. It can be pre-programmed. And if we have a CBDC, watch out. That's for sure. Watch out for that. Happy Mood says we have seen the end of $25 an ounce silver as the years go on. Silver is not getting cheaper. It's getting more expensive. That's right. It really is. Although I will say that the $26.50 is the hard floor, strong support level. If we can stay above that, then I think we're managing essentially a test. We're maintaining above the testing level of that. In 2650, if we get below it, that's going to be really discouraging, I think, unless it dips below for just a brief amount of time. Because there is a little bit of a cushion there on both sides of that 2650. All right. VakeCV 34A. If they tariff Americans buying silver from other nations such as Canada, I might start buying silver to sell specifically to Americans online. I won't sell my stack. My stack is my stack. All right, there you go. Yeah. Well, the thing is I don't know how that would work for individuals selling out of Canada into the United States. But keep in mind, the cost to ship from Canada to the United States is probably not going to be cheap. All right. All right. Very good. And as for me, I probably would not say no to K-Cups, Terry. I say yes to coffee and yes to K-Cups, too. Yes, indeed, if you know what I mean by K-Cups. I'm a large cup size guy. You know what I'm saying? Double D and more is always good. You know, there are exceptions where I can make exceptions in certain aspects, but yes, indeed, I'm fine with K-Cups. Harry Zero says, if gold goes up another 200 bucks, that wouldn't surprise anyone. However, if this level becomes a defining moment that exposes the U.S. dollar as a failing currency, any price sticker in any currency won't be raising any eyebrows. Yes, indeed. But if they do decide to lower interest rates, boom, it's like it's going to hit hard. And I think we could see it move up, $50, $60 at a time, and $200 in a matter of a couple of days. Yes, indeed. I think so. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Welcome, Signed Book Collector is here. Welcome, Cheetah Kid is with us tonight. Good to see you. All right. Yes, indeed. Well, there's always an open invitation for Terry to be 79 to pop on as a guest. All she has to do is let me know, and we'll have her on. We'll make an exception for her. We'll pull her up anytime she wants. B. Taylor is here. Good to see B. Taylor. Welcome to Tom Larson. Is with us tonight. Bill Arrington is here and has something to say about this video. He says some of it could be people buying more crypto. Speaking of which, did you see that Robert Kiyosaki's latest vids? Yes. Stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about that very soon. Yes, indeed. That's crazy. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right, let's see here. And Johnny B is with us. As we pop in here tonight, let's move forward here to the next one. We've got Carrie Taryn. Yepers. That about covers everything. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Carrie Taryn, for sure. And Mike Vertromi says, I sold 20 ounces to pay off half my daughter's medical bill. I stack more a few months later. All right, wow, okay. Wow, that's a big bill. 20 ounces of gold, or was it silver? All right, SNL, there's Silver Wolverine. Good to see you. Saturday Night Live, that's right. Thank you. Silver Wolverine is with us tonight. Long time no see. We've got Flame Tongu says, last time gold was at $27.80, silver was at $35. Silver is only $30.50 now. Weird. Yes, that's right. Silver is not moved up like it did. That's a good point. That's true. Silver is about a little less than it's about $4 away from where it was back then. Yes, indeed. Niels Han Dynasty is here. Good to see you. Oh yeah, let's see. And let's press forward here. I'll get my mouse back. We've got Thomas Chu. Let me pull this out. He's got something to say about the Dave Ramsey video. I don't know why I want to keep on wanting to say Dave Chappelle. And, once upon a time, we had a very bad... We were very bad with our finances, says Thomas. We knew we had to do something, and we finally did to get to the place where we are today, debt-free, paid-for home, 10 months expenses in a savings account, maxing out his 401k and funding a taxable brokerage account. Wow, way to go. When it seemed like we would never get our act together, Dave Ramsey was there with words of wisdom, words of encouragement. I stacked metals not because someone told me to or told me not to. We're in a totally different place today, financially speaking. Sometimes I look at our HISA online and see number representing what we have on deposit. Now, what happens to that on the screen goes blank. That wouldn't be good. Dave, I think, not speaking for him, but I believe that he wants his essential message to be clear as day. Get out of debt first. Save up an emergency fund, then save and invest in that order. Yeah, I can lose money on metals, but I can also lose money in a savings account or in an index fund. Lots of ways to lose money. So I have stuff all over the place. That's right, diversify. I think that's great advice for sure, Thomas. You are doing it exactly the right way, and you're taking all the good things that Dave Ramsey has said and putting them into practice for sure. All right, very good. Proper pelvic thrust. I've not done that. I think that will be welcome, Mike Herrera. If we get a super chats, we're going to do, in your honor, Niels Han Dynasty, I will do pelvic thrust. That'll be the first thing out of the gate. I will need to work on my technique. Good to see Eric Lapointe is here. Welcome. And Mike Herrera is here. Good to see Dean R is with us tonight. And Tom still with us. You guys are wonderful. Great comment there by Thomas Chu. Mr. Resi Evil says here the following. Gold is the true triumph in the market. When the market inevitably crashes, gold will once again be the favorite child. Indeed it will. All right, very good. Exactly. Gold is the unchanging, stable anchor of trust, as the Dutch central bank says. Yes, indeed, for sure. All right. I got to work on my form. That's right. Work on the form. In fact, we're going to do a sale right now. So for every dollar donated via Super Chat, I'm going to do 2 pelvic thrusts. And every dollar donated via PayPal Friends and Family, I will do 3 pelvic thrusts. Yes, indeed. And I need to work on my form. That's going to help the old gluteus maximus muscles, believe it or not, my back muscles, as well as my core and the old belly muscles. What do you call that? The gut muscles? The what's another word for that? I can't think of the word. Gut, belly, abdomen. Oh, there's Tony Erickson with 5 Salivate Metal memberships. That means I'm going to give him 10 pelvic thrusts. Well, not to him, but, in honor of Tony Erickson. Here we go. Let's make these things happen. Here's the form. I lay down flat on my back, put my legs up on the chair, and then I just thrust upward. And I'm going to do 10 of those right now. I haven't felt this in a while. Let's see if we can make this happen, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I went ahead and did 15 of them for Tony because I kind of really wanted to feel that in my gut, in my stomach. Trust the thrust. That's right, exactly. Thank you, Dean. So there it is. Yeah, I feel that, and yeah, it's good for the back. Those are always better than push-ups, I mean sit-ups. Sit-ups are not really the best for your back, and you can really feel it. You can really, as you tuck that in there, you tuck that tummy. Core is important so you can bend down and pick up some heavy silver. That's exactly right. Exactly. All right, very good. Napalm Death. Yes, I should be able to do that. There's 2 problems. I don't have my guitar. Well, I don't have a piano to play it in D minor, which is the saddest of all keys. Hello, 79 says hello to me. Hello, 79. Good to see you. All right, Eric Dexter says here, silver dealers are choking on silver. $25 before July is my prediction. Yes. But the thing is, the dealers and what they have does not constitute where the price is going to go. A glut of silver does not mean that the price is going to go down in the spot price. They may sell it for spot price, but we'll see here. 88,000 subs. Yeah, that'd be nice to get that. I'm like, it's tough. My channel, as far as subscriber growth, has been kind of flatline. It's growing, but slowly. But hopefully we'll get that. Probably get that next month. I'm not getting it now, that's for sure. All right, let's see here. Let's get back over here. 24 Carat says, if physical silver cannot be delivered, it will be settled by wire payment. That's right. That's exactly right. That's for sure. All right. Yeah, if you do it on the ground with a weight on top of you, you can build. Yes, that's true. That's true. Although it might smart a bit. I don't. But anyways, well, let's see here. Felio, do it. Investment equals capital equals asset equals gold and silver. All right. Well, I tell you, yeah, you can make that correlation, what have you, but I would like to consider gold and silver as a hedge against inflation, as a savings vehicle. Mike Hunt, I have to be very careful with how I say that name, but Mr. Hunt says, I really want to go back to buying gold and silver. For the last months, my focus has been on lead and copper. I think in the near future, I will have a short-term switch to add to my stack of steel, aluminum, and polymer. Hopefully, I'll be back to gold and silver by mid-year. Yes, hope you can get some more in due course. We got a lot of good folks here. Matthew Crustlife is here. Mr. Dream says, since Trump is in power, do you think Russia is now selling their gold through Turkey? And that's why there's no more premium now, that there's a big supply from Russia. Aren't they friends? Yes, they are. And they very well could be. I still think they're using those channels, and they may have to use them more as Trump is putting pressure on Saudi Arabia and the OPEC cartel to lower prices, which would hurt Russia. Yes, indeed. I think essentially that Trump is putting pressure, squeezing in different ways in the Biden administration on Russia to try to end this war. And it'll be very easy to convince Zelensky to end the war, but it's convincing Putin to do the same. Tracy Jones says, when precious metal prices fall, purchase and hold on for dear life. When the price increases, continue to hodl. You'll be happy you did. Gold and silver are constitutional currencies in the U.S. The Federal Reserve note is fiat and detached from precious metals and only worth about 2% of the Federal Reserve note. So that paper dollar note is only worth 2% of its original value. There's more value until early 1982 and older 95% copper cents than a dollar bill. Copper is currently $1.79 per ounce. Actually, that's not true. Copper is priced by the pound, and it's about $4 per pound. A pound is 12 ounces. I guess, and well, Avodaporus pound. I think it's somewhere, maybe that's 16 ounces, I guess you would say. So yeah, it's not $1.79 per ounce. Let's see here. All right, Merrick says Gordon Brown, they call it Brown's Bottom, sold off UK gold at $275 per ounce 25 years ago. He could use that now. Every 2 years after the sale, I believe it reached $1,000 per ounce. He thought the dollar was a better investment. Times sure change. They sure do, that's for sure. Yes, indeed, they do. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Zardoz just gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Thank you, Zardoz. We're going to give him 10 pelvic thrust as well. Thank you to Zardoz. Very kind of you. Let's get down on it and do these 10 pelvic thrust in his honor. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Very good. Thank you, Zardoz. That was awesome. Thank you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. GSVM007. The more they pump, the more oversold. They want you to be the liquidity that frees them up. GGS. All right. True. Very good. Thank you for that. How about replacing the penny with Shiba Inu? All right. A digital token, I don't think would be a good idea. But anyways, Art Best says, love Libertads. Yeah, Libertads are cool. Love those coins as well. Let's see here. And we've got Walking Temple on this video about how silver could catch up to gold. It says this. I get the frustration in silver. It's always been underperforming metal, but every once in a while there's an economic situation that it's a perfect storm for a silver surge. 1970s and GFC, wait for the big next one and unload. All right. We shall see. See what happens. All right. And Silver Wolverine stacks copper cents. West Coast Shamble says reverse proofs will always have a place in my heart. Yes, indeed. Mine too. I like reverse proof stuff. David Hontero says, the last time I checked my mutual funds balance, I shook my head. Yes. I hear you, brother. I hear you. And let's get over here. Hopefully silver will reach a new all-time high. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon, even with this latest news. But we'll see. All right. Could be wrong. Poos Skuchowitz says here, he says, Sal, I think we will exceed $2,800 per ounce very quickly, and this year we will see a much higher values, which on the other hand should not be surprising considering the money supply and the growing debt of the world's largest economy. Yes, I think so. You might be right. Yeah, very good. I've forecast $2,900 gold by the end of the year. All right. Let's see here. Silver Brass says, don't know if I'd call it a 40 to 50% gain a squeeze, but it would be nice to hold some support at those levels, indeed. I'd like to see silver at least stabilize. And the $30 number may be the new stable basis for silver. And a slow, steady rise upwards would be nice to see for silver, for people to get some confidence in it, I think. Alex Saber says, sooner or later they will have to resolve the paper to the physical market and loosen the manipulated suppression. While you can do that to an extent with gold because it's mostly held by banks as a store of value, silver is used in much greater quantities in manufacturing. And you can't manufacture the goods with paper. That's right, exactly. True that. Very good. Brad Lewis has 7 boxes of nickels and the 100 boxes still. Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of nickels. Count Slurpula, Count Trumpula is here. Welcome, Count Trumpula. Good to see you. Nickel stacking is here as well. Bill Arrington says, too bad that we physical stackers can't manipulate back the paper stackers. I know. And sadly, we can't. We tried it. It just ended up hurting us. We shot ourselves in the foot with that, trying to do that in 2021. Fred Farkle, shock and all, baby. Yes, indeed. That's right, Fred Farkle. I like it. I like it. And we've got this from Richard Metcalf. It's time for silver to catch up. Yes, I know. That's a lot of people. That's what they're frustrated about. They're waiting for it. The ratio is too wide. Gold is in my stack to stay, but I sure would like to trade some bulky silver for it. I hear you. Chit Chat is here. Chit Hat. Jay Chihat is here. Welcome. Good to see you. And let's see. So we press on forward here. Thank you, Richard Metcalf. And the Raza Menaza says here. Let's see here. He says, do you have any idea why the metal shot straight up in Canada at the close of the market yesterday? Over 3% instantly at the close of the week. I did not see that. That's crazy. Wow. I did not see that, but I don't know what's going on there. Something with the currencies. It could have been a glitch. Who knows? But it is within $50 away from an all-time high there in Canada. That is wild. So Wolverine, Trump called out BOA in front of Brian Moynihan's face. Yes, I did see that where he's talked about that at the World Economic Forum, I think. He called out Bank of America for debanking conservatives and allowing conservatives to bank there again. Yes, that's great. All right, Mr. D Gold Chains talks about this video, and the new gold purchase says, your new purchase, did the rise in spot price negate your premium, or is that still to come in $2,800 territory? It was I didn't get the best deal on that bar, honestly. I paid $28.10 for it, and gold was, I think, about $20 or $30 cheaper than what it is now when I bought it a couple days ago. Very good. Let's see here. And let's see here. We've got Thomas Belasavanit says here, the gold to silver ratio is 90 to 1, and gold comes out of the ground 1 ounce to 8 ounces of silver. So silver looks good, yes. But the thing is, you cannot gauge what's known as essentially comparative rarity. Is no way correlation to value or price, and I don't think anybody should use that as a guide. And the case for that is platinum. Platinum is much more rare than gold. Yea, though it is half the cost of gold. maybe even more than half the cost. It is more than half the cost of gold. So, and it's been that way for a long, long time now. Very good. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. Silver and Brass is here. Good to see you. Richard Briner is here. And let's see what else is happening here. A lot of good folks here tonight. And let's get to the next comment. See what people are saying. Prospector James Marshall. He predicted $25 silver. Let me get over to this. I'm going to do this here. And as an average for 2025. Okay, so he thinks it's going to be the average of $25 this year. So he's thinking it's going to fall by over $5. But it will be later in the year, he says. Everyone has to calm down from the speculations regarding this new administration. Once society calms down, so will the price of gold and silver. Very well could be, yes. Now, don't rule that out. I kind of doubt it's going to fall that much, but we shall see. We shall see what happens. North Star Stacker is here. Welcome. Very good. All right. Let's get over here to this. We've got Golden Needle says, Sal, your salivate metal silver coin is starting to tarnish. What should I do? Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, you can dip it in easy est. But if you do that, just do it very, very slowly or very quickly, carefully. I think that's probably going to be the quickest and easiest way to do it. Easy est. Good evening, Carrie Taryn. Good to see you. All right. Yes, Jesse. Cheem is exactly right. Project Stargate will require a whole heck of a lot of silver for all the computing that's going to be needed to be done to make that happen. You're right. It's going to be a big deal there. Renzo Howder, what are your favorite bullion coins? Mine are Libertads and Britannias. I like the Libertads. They're probably one of my favorites as well. I like the maple leafs. I think they're great coins too. I like the smaller diameter of the coins and the thicker. They're thicker and smaller in diameter. I like that about the Canadian maple leafs. Very nice. Yeah. Let's press on forward here to the next comment. We've got sign-ups. Just keep stacking, catch the dips if you can. Yep, I think that's good advice. For sure. And we've got this from F37 Metal about the Perfect Storm video. He says here on this. Great video. If you're not still buying gold and silver, at least hold on to what you got. No one knows the future. That's why it's good to hold on to something with security and value. Protect yourself for troubles ahead that can happen at any time. Don't count on everything being all good and hunky-dory. Always have a safe haven. You're right. Exactly right. For sure. I think Obama's splitting. I don't know. It's a good. There's a lot of rumor. There was the old Jennifer Aniston rumor. She apparently squashed that rumor on Jimmy Kimmel. But who knows if they're splitting? I'm not sure. Let's see here. What are the betting sites saying on it? We wonder what they are saying about it. And Red Crawler says, watch the rewind. Thank you, Red Crawler, for checking it out. And when you're not able to make it, appreciate you watching those replays. It does help for sure. And I hope you enjoy the content when I do that. Carrie Taryn, very nice bars you picked up. Gold is only $29.40 from $2,800 as I watch this video. And of course, silver is still in the $30 range. Yes, it's crazy that gold is about $30 away from its all-time high, and silver is about $30. Kind of an ironic thing. Very good. All right. I'm here. Shimmy my shiny pet rock, says Matteo De Fiore. Good to see you. Let's see here. Let's get to this. JVY Kanam says, I've implemented the Ramsey plan and it's super effective, but I've adapted it the 6 to 12 month emergency money. I make sure half of that is slightly more as gold and silver. There you go. I think that's wise for sure. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's move on to another one here. We've got, see what we've got. Michael K. Good morning, Sal and friends. Go gold and silver. Yes, good morning to you, Michael K. Hope all is well. And Lewis says here, as we explore, I really enjoy your channel. Well, thank you, Lewis. It means a lot to me. Thank you for your kind words. And appreciate you watching. It means a lot. Matt Eng says, I picked up 6 10th-ounce gold maples for $2.90. That's almost as good a deal as somebody else here in the live stream did. That is awesome. At a coin show today. That's great. Very good. Very, very nice indeed. Kookaburra Man is here. Welcome, Kookaburra Man. And let's see here. Bilal, silver versus platinum. What do you think? I think they're different animals. You know, I think platinum is much more of an industrial metal, but I think in a sense it's still undervalued to a degree. I'm a big fan of platinum. I also like silver as well too, but I don't think you have to really choose between the two. I think you can hold on to silver. Silver should be your main stack and have a little bit of platinum to diversify. I think it's a good idea. Coinsense and Nonsense is here. Good to see you, sir. Welcome, Coinsense and Nonsense. Another great member of the community. He's got a great channel. Check out Coinsense and Nonsense. And Rose Marie Loop says here, says here, what's good for gold and is good for silver. You don't have to convince me. I'm hanging on to my silver, XRP, and Bitcoin. They can have it. All right, very good. All right, nice. Good thinking indeed. And Willie Spencer is here with us. And to see ya, we've got some more comments that have popped up here. We'll answer a few more of these. Let's see here. West Coast 8562 says this. Yeah, AI plants, a space race, electric cars, solar panels, etc. All new demand is a multi-year constrained supply. There's only one direction silver will take in 2025, and that's north towards $50. All right, well, I don't know. I think the AI plants, you make a good point there. Somebody's pointed that as well too. They're going to build, but those are going to take a couple years to put together. That's for sure. But they're going to be, we'll see. And for weapons, that could be. But solar is the biggest one. And if that is pulled back, there's not enough. I think it could squash demand at least for a while as a threat against the price. But we'll see. We shall see. All right. We have got DD Prepper. He says manipulation is the biggest thing. I know a lot of people, they hold on to that manipulation thing. And then, there is some. I'm not going to let it, I'm not going to discount it completely, but the natural market forces play a much larger role. 50 years ago, when the Lehman Brothers tried to corner the market in silver, why don't they try again? Well, it was not the Lehman Brothers, it was the Hunt Brothers. But they won't try it again, Mr. Dreams, because the silver market is completely different now. And much more complicated. All right, let's see here. All right, West Coast, the amount of metal required to build out these factories will make the solar panel demand insignificant. The supply of metal in the U.S. is being snatched up as we speak, and also expect solar panel demand to continue to ramp up as interest rates fall. They very well could. You may be right. The AI plants that they're building now, I think are going to, if they really amp that up, and it sounds like that's what the Trump administration wants to do, so that we can be leaders in that field, will require a lot of computing power for sure. All right. Silver's way too much underrated for sure. That's right. A lot of people feel that way. They sure do. And I feel it's underrated as well. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's get up here to the next one, shall we? We've got John Bannon here, our friend from Canada. And John says, tariffs are taxes. Terrifying Canada was a big mistake and will hurt both sides. USA buys a lot of our silver, 19% of what it buys. Get your maples and RCM products now. Yes, probably would get them all. But, one thing is Canada, I think, charges us more tariffs on the goods we send over than vice versa. I think there's always been an imbalance there, from what I understand. But anyways, I digress. Bill Arrington says here that Dave Ramsey is good for certain wealth-building strategies, but he is clueless about gold and silver being a hedge against inflation. If we hit another Great Depression, everything he says is for nothing. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. He holds paper. That's right, exactly. All right. Very good. And Jobby Coins and Stamps is here with us. Welcome, Jobby Coins and Stamps. Good to see you over here popping in as well tonight. Appreciate you guys joining me here. All right. Tony says this on this afternoon's video. Let me get over to this. He says the technicals don't mean as much as they used to. The reason that is, in my opinion, the money printing has destroyed the price discovery. How can we have price discovery on anything when the currency printing will not stop? I gave up on technical several years ago when they are printing trillions every year. If its real value should go up, the market is now controlled by very few people, not like it was decades ago. Well, you make a good point, in so much that the money printing, which causes inflation, does not always correlate with the price movements at any given point in time. But I think sooner or later it will even itself out. It'll come to a wash. But yes, indeed. Hop on into some kangaroos. There you go. Kim Chilvers, I like that. All right. Yes, indeed, I do like that suggestion. DD Prepper. Everybody, please sell your silver now. A lot of people are selling it, that's for sure. They're still selling a lot of it. I heard there's a shortage of 1,000-ounce bars and they need all your silver. I'm not selling, I'm backing up the truck. There you go. Yep, exactly. And they're getting a lot of our silver right now, for sure. They're getting it. Ah, yeah, very good. As we press on, we're almost through the first month of 2025 here now. It's crazy. We're 25 days into the first month of 2025 right now, at this very moment in time. Yes, we are. Let's see here. Let's get to this. All right, we've got Dutch. Keep selling above 30 here, people. Silver will trade down in the 22 to 24 range later this year. Don't continue to hold your silver bag. Silver's been in a downtrend since its 13-year high back in October of 35. No matter who you listen to, silver's always in a bearish environment over the past 15 years. So, well, I don't agree with that. It's had its ups and downs and its bearish moments, but I think this 24 has been a very, very nice year so far for silver, and it's bearing itself to be the case here so far in 2025, but we'll see. So if we're in a physical shortage for the last 4 to 5 years in the future, with declining mining of silver, how's the supply and demand equation working out? Well, part of that I discuss in this video, and remember, it's working out in our favor, I think, to some degree, because we're seeing it reflected in the price in 2024. Kookaburra Man, from everything I'm seeing is extremely bad time to sell silver. Everybody's paying under spot. Exactly right. It is not a good time to sell silver. You're not going to be getting very much for it. Always under spot, maybe even greatly under spot, that's for sure. Spectacular is here. Welcome, Spags. Good to see you, sir. Yes, indeed. All right. There is Mr. Spectacular with us tonight. Let's see here. All right. And let's press on forward, get a few more of these comments in here tonight. The real win is to anticipate 20 years from now what silver will be. I calculated 420K of gold in 1993 is equal to $4.5 million. Yeah. Who knows? That far ahead? We don't know. Yes, indeed. Very good. Whoa. Yeah, get me to 90K next month, period. Yeah, that's a pipe dream for me, Spectacular. This is a very slow growing channel, and I've tried to kind of encourage people to subscribe and everything like that. I don't want to buy subscribers either, but yeah, I did make a promise once we hit 90K. I was going to crack open an uncirculated tube of half-ounce Noah's Ark coins when we hit 90K, but I don't think it's going to happen next month. But that would be cool. Let's see. Here's FIL. Do you think silver is more common man's metal? And that's why at times get tough, people liquidate it? Yes, I do think that's a good point, FIL. I do think that is the case. And the thing is I think, honestly, tough times has different measures for different people. You know, I think it's a good idea to have some sort of savings vehicle outside of silver so you don't have to sell your silver if you can do it at all. And that would be a great thing to protect your stack, or at least your core stack. You know, you can have some silver that you can liquidate, but I think it'd be good to have silver. I think it would be really good to have silver, you know, as an extra core, something that's a never sell stack, if you can think about it in that way, or not sell anytime soon stack, no matter what your income level is. I think people can do that. You know, I would not sell all of my stack. But I mean, there are obviously dire emergencies where you have to, and I can understand that. But anyways, regardless. All right. Justin Sartain says here, I agree. Silver's 200-day moving average hit an all-time high not too long ago. My biggest sign was BlackRock and the whole board going to the LBMA. I think that current inventory is gone, and we are off to the higher prices. Watch out, Fort Swans. Yes. Yes, indeed. That's right. I think so. This thing that hurt is a really interesting bit of news that could have repercussions. We'll see. But yes. Anonymous Stacker says, I agree with Sal. Solar panel demand will decline. It's been really on a crazy uptick recently, and it seems like there's no stopping it, but it almost seems like it's got to reach an apex sometime. But I think this is something a little different with the threat of tariffs and a new administration. Anyways, green energy is a farce. The solar panel industry can only decline long term. Plus, China has produced too many solar panels. That's right. The decline in investment product demand is self-evident. I've stopped buying silver and I'm holding what I have. There you go. Smart to do that for sure. Yes, indeed. Yeah, John Knox, stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about that very soon. All right, have a good night, Cybercurrent Twitter. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about, I've got a video coming very soon about what Robert Kiyosaki did. And Prospector James Marshall is here. Good to see you. Welcome. And I ain't scared. Me either. I'm not scared. Do not stack out of fear. That's right. Exactly. Wacilla Stacker with a 203rd thumbs up on this one. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And let's see here. We've got William Koch. Says this. Day 1, silver gonna fly. Day 2, silver gonna get smashed. Day 3, silver looks good. Day 4, silver not worth it. Day 5, buy the dips. Day 6, silver for the long haul. Day 8,000, silver. What the hell was it all for? All right, well, that's not what you never hear me say that silver's not worth it. And you'll never tell me that, you'll never see me say that silver's just going to fly to the moon either. Silver has gotten smashed a couple of times in price, but day 6, I've definitely been talking about it. And there will never be a day 8,000 for me, because it's always, I've done over 7,000 videos, and I've never said what the hell was it all for. So anyways, let's see here. Let's explore, says Fred Farkle. All right. But this is one of these people that just comes in. He's never seen my channel before, and he comes in here and he posts this. Or if he's watched, he's never commented before. Doesn't understand this channel. That's for sure. Didn't even watch the video, because I basically talked about the different things the different analysis points that I've given on this channel. So he didn't even watch the video. All right. Druid. Sal, was Dr. Ruth my mom? Yes, she was. 66 Sam, just got your alert live. See you there. Thank you, 66 Sam. Hope you're here tonight. Good to see you. A lot of good folks here tonight. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you. Got a good crowd for a surprise live, by the way. Something else. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. And let's see here. Have a good night over here. Take care. As we peruse our way through this live broadcast here tonight. I'm going to get a few more comments in here. Stephen Montubstair says the silver is not being wasted away into worthless solar panels is a good thing. It's so scarce a thing compared to all the green slips of paper and digital paper. Yes. Yeah, you can't make silver disappear. It's going to stay. It's going to be somewhere. Whether it's recycled or not is another matter. But it's consumed, but it can be recycled. All right. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate Jay Chit Chat. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. And RJ is here. Good to see. Lowell Divine is here. Welcome. Anna is here. Welcome, Anna. Thanks for popping in tonight. Anna, I'm crazy. Thank you for being here. All right. Silver Squeeze is on. We shall see. We're watching things. 3-month backlog by the 2 major refineries. That's a pretty big deal, I'd say. All right. Sign up is here. Good to see you. All right. Thank you, my friend. Sign up is here. Thank you, Richard Metcalf. You the man. You the man. And Lloyd Divine is here as well. Oh, yeah. Dean R is here. A lot of good folks. Let's pop in. Timothy Bender. So all these gurus are seeing strong possibility for $45 silver. And then there's you. Yep, there's me. That's right. I always go against the grain. I'm a contrarian. I like to look at both sides. I'm open-minded, but I don't think we're going to see $45 silver this year. In fact, I made a prediction of $36 silver, and we're $6 away from that. That's a pretty big climb if it gets to $36. But yes, indeed. All right. Anthony S.S. picked up 8 ounces from LCS today. I'm not one to panic about trends. When people lose hope, and sell, I buy. When people panic, I buy, sit back and hold. There you go. Smart for sure. Keep on marching for sure. There you go. The debt clock marches on. Sure does. Thank you so much, Kookaburra. And we've got this from Java Fixed Time. Says here, great video and overview of the silver market. Just added yesterday to some pre-64 silver. I really believe silver is undervalued. Even if it doesn't move much, I enjoy the numismatic value to the history of money. Yes, I do too. It is nice. I like that aspect of it as well too. All right. Very good. Yes, good stuff. The numismatic and just the overall appeal of what the pieces look like. It's nice for sure. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Let's go down here to this from Greg Chewy. Chimes in with this on the video about the triple threat against silver. I'm on a very fixed income. I bought when it was less than $20. I bought when it went up to 25, and I've kept buying as it reached 30. Just can't buy as much at the same price. And yes, I'll keep buying as price goes up. You're dollar cost averaging, Greg, and that's awesome. And by the way, Greg, I would say depending on how much silver you have, do not be afraid to not buy silver at a given point in time. If you can't afford to do it or there's other expenses that come along your way, if you have a core stack, then you're doing great. You don't have to buy all the time, and you look for those dips, and you measure it out. But in the end, dollar cost averaging really is a proven method for sure. So way to go. You're doing it right, Greg. That is awesome. Dennis Stuper, 8262. Let me get over to this. Says silver will most likely be around $30 still because of the massive short interest. That said, the banks that are short would have to collapse before silver moves up past that number. Just look at not only the short interest, but silver to dollar paper sold. It's well over 400 to 1 now. Well, actually, it narrowed to 380 to 1 slightly. So that may be a part of, I don't know what's going on, but these big banks are trying to capture these bars, maybe anticipating a price increase, so they can have them and then sell them down the road for the higher price. I don't know. This is why I'm keeping an eye on it, and I've done it. My solar panels came from Vietnam. Well, okay. I've never heard of Vietnamese solar panels, but I guess that is a thing. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. All right. Slurping away. Coffee's almost done, and I have no chaser for the coffee. So I'm going to be left out and left field if that happens, but it is what it is. All right. Very good. The peruse our way through here. Richard Metcalf says, I'm just going to hold my silver until such a time that the ratio narrows and I can trade it for gold. All right. And you know what? Honestly, I do think that 90 to 1 is too high. I think the new normal for the gold to silver ratio is probably somewhere between the 70 and 75 range. I used to say the 60s, the 65 to 70 range, but now I think 70 to 75. We've just been up too high for too long. Up too high for too long. All right. Let's see here. Very good. Oh, yeah. Vietnam solar panels power you a long time. Yes, indeed. All right. Keep on stacking, says Cherokee Cowboy. Wise advice. And I've made the argument that keeping on stacking is something you can do without buying silver. By just stacking the silver you already have on top of each other. It's a fun little thing to do. All right. David Miller bought silver and gold 2 years ago. Silver is up $12 and gold up $900. I don't see my IRA doing that good the next 2 years. It very well may not. Yes, that's a pretty good return over the course of 2 years, I would say. But yeah, all right. Let's see here. Let's get over to this. We've got Zephi on the Golden Envelope Challenge, which is still into effect this day. I think that video is about 3 years old. It says, think you might do a rebuttal or commentary on new Kiyosaki. Yes, and I did get your email about that. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. That video will be coming out. Yes, very soon. Of course, depending on the time, we'll see how we time it, and we'll see that. Stay tuned. I've got something to say about that, that's for sure. All right. Okay. Let's see if we have anything new that has popped in here tonight. And we do. Stand with Terry says this. Silver to $40. What a ho-hummer. My XRP crypto went from 55 cents to 320 in 2 months. Sorry, dudes, excitement is in crypto these days. I've stacked since 2009, and it has taken 16 years to go from a low point of $9 to $30 a day. 16 years. May as well watch paint dry. Before I go to sleep, I'm heading over to my crypto experts channel. All right, well, stand with Terry. Good luck. Have fun. I will make the argument that you never understood what silver is and what it's about. Because I'm telling you, watching paint dry is not as exciting as stacking silver. But the beauty of it, for what it does, it exists outside the system. Silver was never, ever, ever meant to make you a profit or to make you any money or to excite you in that way. But the physical beauty of holding your silver in your hand is something that is second to none and is outside of any kind of system, whether it's decentralized or not. And the thing is, when you look at the crypto sphere, all of it is dependent on the digital ledger, the blockchain from which it is engaged. That's what really backs it up, other than the time and energy used to create it, mine it, and transact it and trade it. That is what's backing it and holding it up. And silver and gold, they're never meant to make you money. They're to preserve the money you already have. They're to transfer your money from unsound money as a paper currency, a digital currency, and you're measuring profits in these. You're measuring your crypto profits in these dollar bills. I don't see you measuring your crypto profits in gold and silver, which have kept up with inflation, as you have pointed out. So, yeah, take your 2-month profit and enjoy it. That's fine. Sell all your gold and silver and make it happen. Put it in crypto. Let's see how that works out for you. I think you're going to be a pretty nervous Nelly over the course of time. But anyways. Yes, indeed. There you go. And, and the thing is that these people think it's one or the other. It's a binary choice. It's never a binary choice when it comes to investments versus gold and silver. There's no comparison to what they do. This is why I don't look at gold and silver as an investments, folks. Gold and silver are the stable stores of value over the long course of time that transcends price over the long course of time. And because we measure everything off of a temporal system that we ourselves are tied to, the dollar, which has only been in existence in its current form since 1913. The grand scheme of history, that's nothing. I don't know how long this is going to last, the fiat currency system in general, before it moves to some sort of digital currency. And, probably is going to be moving in that direction at some point in time. Gold and silver is never going to be tied to that, and nor should it. Sean Ali, if you're new to stacking and you have $500K to invest, how would you break up what percentage gold and percentage to silver? Good question, Sean. If I had that much money to do it, I would be heavily weighted on gold. Probably it would be, because you think about it, that much money in silver, that's a heck of a lot of silver to store and not be able to take with you at any given point in time. So it would probably be something like 60 at the lowest and maybe 80 at the highest to 1 percentage. 80% of that 500K would go to gold, and 20% would go to silver, or at the most conservative, probably 60-40. Heavily weighted, because gold is a much more stable store of value. You can store a lot of it in a small place, but that's probably what I would do. That's actually a good question. Okay, Matthew Crustlife, what is the Trump meme coin doing now? I haven't checked it lately. Matthew Crustlife put a little bit of money in there. Actually, a fair amount of it in there. What is the Trump coin going for now, Matthew Crustlife? I'm curious. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, we need a forklift for your silver. Sick of winning. I'm definitely hungover from winning. Oh, man. We just want to know what it's tanked. What is it now per coin? What is it going for now, Matthew? 29, from 38 to 29. Wow, crazy. Should I get in it? It peaked at 82. Should I get in it at 29? All right. All right, let's see here. Very good. Opened at 20 cents. Thank you, Sean Ollie. Thank you. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Let's see. We have over here, we got this. RJ, been looked into that. John Knox, less than silver. Matthew, it's a scam. Oh, it's a scam. Okay. The market cap of Trump is down by half. That's normal. I like that it brings interest and liquidity in the Solana ecosystem. All right. Wait until $1. All right. Trump at 29.76, says Chris Phipps. All right. What about Melania? What's Melania coin doing? All right. Buy a couple XRP and gold and silver. All right. There we go. Let's see. Hawkaloogie says 29. One official Trump is 29.64 US dollars. Oh, yeah. See, if I would have gotten in at 38, I would have lost big time. Crazy. Yep, GSR is 90.72 per Kitco. And we can confirm that because we're looking at it right there, 90.72. For platinum, it's almost 3 to 1. Crazy. You can almost buy 3 ounces of platinum for 1 ounce of gold. If you base off the spot price anyway. It's crazy. All right, let's see here. Of course, that commenter said it's as exciting as watching paint dry. I think watching paint dry is kind of exciting. It is a stimulating exercise for sure. Split a Comex bar. Yeah, let's do it. Let's split that Comex bar. Get a chainsaw. We'll do it. All right. Ominous Rooster. I would never invest in the Trump or Melania coin. Bad investment. It looks like that's bearing out to be the case. Glad I didn't get in it. I did not get into the Melania or the Trump coin. Imagine a Biden token. What would the Biden token do? Can you imagine if Joe Biden or Kamala? Paint chips rule. There you go. That's right. Everybody else drools and the paint chips rule. Gold is almost $90 a gram. That's right. Crazy to think about it. Melania at $2.82, picked at $13.88 last weekend. Man, crazy. Yes, indeed. Well, Zardoz, would you like to pop in as a guest? Real Coach Tali, I am not in any crypto now. I have a little bit left over in my Coinbase account. I think like $500 worth. But yes, indeed. So if somebody will commit, if Zardoz, let's get somebody that hasn't been on in a while or not at all that will pop in as a guest. We'll have him on real quickly here before we go. But I do have to go here soon because I got to get to work on the next video. But somebody's got to say here in the chat that they'll come on before I set it up. Not yet, Joe, but I'm going to. Stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about that very soon. So if somebody wants to come on, let me know. But I have to take me a little bit of time to set it up. But I need somebody to commit to come on if they want to come up. 79, are you going to come up? I need somebody to let me know quickly because we're going to answer another comment here. And let's do this one here. Type my name and say I will show up and as a guest if you will do that. Let me know quickly. Peyton Elliott says here, I am 27 and have been stacking silver for about 4 years now, and I don't plan on stopping. I love the security of holding my money with intrinsic value. I understand this isn't to make money, but to preserve my wealth and buying power. I plan on picking up some pre-33 gold pieces this year. Multitude of gratitude, dear good sir. Well, Peyton, that is awesome, my friend. I'm so proud of you. That is great. That is awesome. And you're doing it for the right reason. You got your head screwed on straight, big time. That's wonderful. I'm proud of you. Thank you for sharing. And I'm proud of you also for getting your first pre-33 gold piece this year. Hope you're able to get it. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody want to pop in here? Going once, going twice, and sold. All right, nobody's interested. We gave it our shot, Zardovs, but nobody wanted to pop in here. All right, well, folks, I'm gonna get back to work. The work never stops on the channel, but you guys are great. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and hope you have a wonderful evening. And we're going to be back here tomorrow night for our Sunday night market watch. So I hope you will stay tuned. Then you're going to want to stay tuned for tomorrow's videos. Some good stuff coming tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And with that, I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to watch, and leave you with a sage piece of advice, and that is to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Take care, all.